Hello, YouTube viewers. Welcome to my channel, Jackson's Journal. My name is Matthew Jackson, and thank you for tuning in and watching. In this video, I want to talk about pro-life marches and rallies and really examine their effectiveness here. Not examine, but give you my conclusions, my opinion on pro-life rallies and marches. Now, I started my activism as a pro-life activist in the pro-life movement in 1984. So my first 2 or 3, maybe 4 years in the pro-life movement, I actually attended some marches and rallies, thinking that by my attending these rallies, that will somehow have some positive impact in ending abortion, legalized abortion, and provide protection for unborn children. I actually was thinking that, oh yeah, I'm showing up at this march, at this rally. The news media is going to capture it. The politicians are going to see all these thousands of people, and they're going to be moved and introduce a bill, and the president or the governor is going to sign it, and abortion is going to be illegal. Well, that's never happened. Abortion's been legal for 46 years. 57 million babies have died since the Roe v. Wade decision in January 22nd, 1973. Today, as I'm recording this video, today's date is January 22nd, 2019. And we had another march rally type of situation in Washington, D.C., where they estimate that approximately 100,000 people showed up, 100,000 pro-lifers. And we're impressed with ourselves that 100,000 of us showed up. Woo! And then we're disappointed. I hear a lot of Christians on Facebook complaining, hey, there was 100,000 of us, but the liberal news media didn't report us. They covered the women's march instead. Or when the liberals do cover, the liberal news media does cover the pro-life marches, they underestimate our numbers. And we get all bent out of shape about that. Well, let's face it, you're never going to get a fair shake from the liberal news media. So this illusion that the pro-life movement is under, that somehow showing up at a march and rally is going to have a positive impact on the abortion laws, is ridiculous. We've had our first pro-life march in Washington, D.C. in 1974 on January 22nd, organized by Nellie Gray. Nellie Gray is the one who started all the pro-life marches at the national level in Washington, D.C. She died a while back, a few years ago. I forgot exactly how many, but she's not alive anymore, but she got the whole thing going. Now, some people have dubbed Nellie Gray the Joan of Arc of the pro-life movement. You got to be kidding me. She is not the Joan of Arc of the pro-life movement. Not even close. Organizing rallies and marches don't make you the Joan of Arc of anything. If there's anybody in the pro-life movement that's the Joan of Arc of the pro-life movement, it would be Joan Andrews Bell. She's the Joan of Arc of the pro-life movement. Okay? Not Nellie Gray. Sorry. You got to ask yourself one thing. If marches and rallies were effective, and we've been doing them for 45 years now, why haven't they worked? I haven't seen any fruit from this, but yet we keep doing it year after year after year. Pro-lifers go to these marches under the delusion that they've really done something positive to stop abortion, when in fact they've done nothing to stop abortion. If you really want to stop abortion, how about these 100,000 people? How about they show up at their local abortion mills while the abortion mills open, and pre-abortive mothers are going to these abortion mills to end their life with their little babies? Why don't they do that? If they did that, If we had 100,000 people in front of the abortion mills every Saturday, now that would have an impact. That the news media would cover. That's the way to do it. If you want to have your marches and rallies, have your marches and rallies at the abortion mill. Hello, not at the state capitol. You think doing it at the state capitol, the politicians are going to see the coverage on the TV, and they're going to be so moved to introduce a bill to stop abortion, and the president and the governor is going to sign it, and abortion will be illegal. You're living in la la land. Go to the abortion mills. That's where you need to be. Any pro-life activity short of going to the abortion mills is futile. Don't even tell me about your life chains and your little campaigns. You got to be at the mills. Any life chain or march, rally, if it's not linked to the abortion mill, you're ineffective. So you show a sign of an aborted baby on a van and you have these truth things, okay, but it needs to be linked to an abortion mill. That's the thing. Doing it at the abortion mill is very hard. There's nothing convenient about going to an abortion mill. First of all, you're going to have to get up about 6 or 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday morning. What do people like to do on Saturday mornings? They like to sleep in. Now, you don't have to do this every Saturday. Maybe you could do it every other Saturday so you can sleep in. Because if you do it every Saturday for so long, you'll burn out. But the point is, don't go to some goofy march and rally thinking that you've done something and you haven't done anything. Go to the abortion mill. Yes, it's hard. Getting up early, seeing the pre-abortive mothers arrive at the abortion mills while you're asking the pre-abortive mothers and also their partners, the fathers, the pre-abortive fathers, please don't do it. Please have mercy on your baby. That's very hard because the majority of them are going to ignore you or flip you off and go get the abortion. On occasions, you get lucky and will be able to persuade a pre-abortive mother not to have the abortion. But in most cases, they do. It's very hard because there's a little guy inside that mother about the size of this doll that gets snuffed out. And it's very agonizing to know that when you're standing there at the mill, they're going in, and you can't do anything to stop them from killing this little guy. An abortion mill is Satan's mansion. When you're at an abortion mill, you're in Satan's front yard. You go to the state capitol, babies aren't being killed at the state capitol. You're not engaging any significant spiritual warfare there, but you would be at the abortion mill. Another reason why it's difficult, because it's the ultimate in spiritual warfare. Don't talk to me about spiritual warfare if you have never been to an abortion mill. You don't know the first thing about spiritual warfare. You go to if you want to learn spiritual warfare, go to the front lines of the spiritual war at the abortion mill. The devil doesn't like it when you are at the abortion mill because you're exposing his dark deeds to the public. He would prefer that you not be at the abortion mill. In fact, he would rather prefer you go to a march as opposed to you being in his front yard. So, I'm telling you guys, if you want to do something positive for the pro-life movement, go to the abortion mill. Stop going to these stupid marches and rallies that do absolutely nothing. That's all I had to say about that. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel and watch some of my other teaching videos on various subjects. Thank you. And, oh, by the way, I wrote a book called Lock and Block. Please check it out. I don't have a copy of it with me where I can just show it to you. But I did a video on my book. Go check out my Lock and Block video. And it tells about my pro-life experience, what I did as an activist. It's really good. This book, Lock and Block, is the most definitive, comprehensive book that documents the rescue movement better than any other pro-life book. Thought I'd do a little crass commercial on my book there. Anyway, okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. God bless. Take care.